Hello, welcome to Travel with Austin. I'm Austin, and today we are going to be talking about the Zanesville Animal Massacre. On October 18th, 2011, an event would happen that would change Ohio and its laws forever. Some people call this the Zanesville Zoo Escape, the Zanesville Animal Escape, or even the Zanesville Massacre, an event that resulted in 51 deaths. Terry Thompson, a Vietnam War vet, was a well-known handler of exotic animals living in Zanesville, Ohio. He even did a photo shoot with one of his lion cubs in Heidi Klum and was featured as a handler on the TV show Wild Kingdom. Now, Terry lived in a rural area of Zanesville, and on his property he kept over 50 different exotic animals. Terry had unfortunately been in a bit of a downward spiral the last few years, going to prison on gun charges, his wife leaving him, and going into a large amount of debt. On this otherwise calm October day in 2011, Terry would reportedly make choices that would change Ohio forever. It is reported that Terry unlocked all of the animal cages and even used bolt cutters on the cages to ensure they couldn't be fully closed again. It is then said that he took his own life with a gunshot to the head. Sam Kochak, one of Terry's neighbors, would be the first to notice the escaped animals. As he checked on his horse who was acting strangely, Sam said he saw a male African lion watching him. So he took his horse and hid in his barn. From the barn, he phoned his mother, who was in the nearby house, to alert her about the wild animals. And in turn, she alerted the police. Now, this wasn't the first time an animal had escaped from Terry's land, so the police were well aware of him and somewhat prepared for a call of this nature. What they couldn't be prepared for, though, is what happened next. More and more calls began to flood into the 911 call center. People all around the area were seeing exotic animals. The police panicked, unable to get a hold of Terry, and contacted the Wilds, who were also aware of Terry, and asked them for their help. Unfortunately, as the animals began to move into less rural areas, near highways, and even near schools, it was determined that there would not be ample time to tranquilize them and wait for the tranquilizer to set in. The very hard decision was made that the animals would need to be put down. Over the next day, 49 animals of the total 56 animals on Terry's farm would be put down, with one monkey still missing to this day, although it is presumed that it was eaten by another animal. The death of these animals certainly saved some human lives. However, it was not popular in the community, and the police received several calls of people calling them monsters for what they were doing. It did not help that the story had gained international popularity, and the world's eyes were on Ohio as they watched the events unfold. Terry's death was quickly ruled as a suicide, with his downward spiral as the accepted reasoning behind his actions. The event also led to the governor at the time banning exotic animal sales in Ohio for some time, and eventually led to Ohio adopting new exotic animal laws, making Ohio go from a state with some of the most lax exotic animal laws to one of the strictest exotic animal laws in the nation. And that is the unfortunate story of the Zanesville Animal Massacre. which led to the death of Terry Thompson, 18 Bengal tigers, 6 black bears, 2 grizzly bears, 2 wolves, 1 macaque monkey, 1 baboon, 3 mountain lions, and 17 African lions. The remaining animals were transported to the Columbus Zoo for some time, where one of them did die. All around, this is a tragic story where everyone involved had to make hard choices.